Today we're checking out some more Star Trek The Next Generation Season 5.
I like to cook all kinds of stuff, like yogurt and raisin salad, chocolate chip pancakes.
Who's this cutie?
Would you like some sugar with your tea?
Yes, please.
She's just having a tea party with kids on the ship.
Would you like some?
Yes, but she takes 2 cubes.
Oh, this is called Imaginary Friend, so I see.
She has blonde hair and a blue dress with white buttons. Her ears are pierced, and she's tall.
Is that her dad in the back? Is he worried about her?
I'd love to see what she looks like.
You don't think she's real?
I think she's real for you, and that is real enough for me.
I know this kid. She was in a movie of Heidi.
Counselor Troy,
Yes?
Isabella says she likes you.
Why, thank you, Isabella.
The dad's gonna be like, is my kid crazy?
I'm just afraid she's not making any real friends. She spends all of her time with Isabella.
I had imaginary friends.
Captain's log, stardate 45852.1.
Whoa, where are we?
We've got elevated quantities of hydrogen, helium, and trionium, but nothing the shields can't handle.
Take us in, Anson. 1/4 impulse.
Aye, sir.
Where's Ensign Rowe? Oh no! A dangerous sparkly light? It's never good when they infiltrate the ship.
While they're freeing up the lateral units.
Guys, turn around. Not in the vents. Oh no.
The neural scanner still seems to be a bit off. Let's check the sensor calibrations.
I'll run a diagnostic.
This is not good.
He asked me to go to Risa with him.
No problem. Nurse McCluggage can cover for you.
I don't think I'm going, Doctor. I hear it's a very uninhibited atmosphere.
Risa, yes.
Now they need to be water. But the baby seeds are very small, so we mustn't give them too much to drink.
Is this lake gonna hurt this kid? Oh, it disappeared. It went into her.
Isabella?
Hello, Clara.
Is it the light? Is it the light? Did it make her real? It went into her head? Just a wandering light coming from space into the ship is never good. Pop, 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 pop. Engage.
Now you can see me for real. Doesn't that make you happy?
Yes. It's wonderful.
Can everyone else see her?
Let's do something else.
Like what?
Like, I would really like to explore the ship.
This is the light.
We can finish later. Let's go look around.
Oh, kinda.
I better ask my daddy.
Your daddy won't mind. We can tell him later.
I don't like this girl.
Something more along the lines of the LaForge Nebula. It's got sort of a majestic sound, don't you think?
Given the selections, I prefer FGC-47.
Maybe the data system.
Systems are normal, sir.
So did we hit something or not? Shields say yes, sensors say no.
Is it more light balls?
Give me a breakdown on the shield energy conversion and then run a spectrum. Whoa! Where did you come from?
I'm Clara Sutter. Ask my daddy.
She's so cute.
It seems like there's something increasing the drag coefficient on the ship, but we can't find the source.
Is it the light ball? She appeared.
Why do you keep disappearing like that?
The grown-ups don't believe I'm real. When they're around, I have to be invisible.
I see. She's gonna ask this kid to do something.
Ship speed is stabilized at 1/4 impulse.
That's great, Data. What did you do?
I did nothing. The problem seems to have...
Solved itself? What?
Where did you go?
There was something I had to do.
It's her. She's doing it. Able child.
We seemed to hit something, then we started losing speed. So far as we can tell, there's nothing out there to hit.
Could some sort of damping field have caused us to lose velocity?
How are they gonna figure it out? None of the grown-ups can see her.
That's the door to the cargo bay. We can't go in there.
Let's go someplace with a lot of people.
Okay, why are you so serious lately?
Yeah, she's very creepy.
Does everybody have a best friend?
If they're lucky. Before I had you, I didn't have one.
Why not?
They move around. This poor kid.
I'm glad we're best friends.
Race you.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
More. You can't see her, right?
Where are you supposed to be?
We were only playing. We're sorry.
She forgot to disappear.
Return to your quarters, and we will forget this incident.
Thank you.
He's happening to kids because of Alexander, I'm sure. Imagine this episode got really dark and they just had to kill that kid.
I understand you had a parent who was in Starfleet.
2 of them, as a matter of fact. My father was an exozoologist. My mother, a command officer.
His Mother was command. He never talks about his parents.
It must have been disruptive if you didn't stay in one place long enough to make friends.
I suppose there were some aspects of my childhood that were less than ideal, but to me it was just one long adventure.
Seems happy enough now.
Oh, it's a Somalian
Guinan in the
coralfish with its
house.
fin on.
Looking fly.
And now it's a Mentonian sailing ship.
Where?
Right there. Don't you see the two swirls coming together to form the mast?
I do not see it.
Can you not see abstract things?
Looks as though someone's lost their way. Excuse me.
All right, Guinan, get to the bottom of this.
Well, ordinarily, we only would let you in with a grown-up. But since you brought Isabella, you can be my guest. 2 papaya juices with extra bubbles.
Ooh.
Just one, please. Isabella isn't thirsty.
1 juice.
You aren't like the other grown-ups.
No, she is not.
Or whether little girls should go to bed at 7 or be allowed to stay up till 8. So their heads get so full that they forget about the things that are important to you and me, like imaginary friends.
Guinan.
How come you do?
Well, maybe because when I was your age, I had one.
Me too.
Because I could curl up on his furry belly, and he had the softest purr you ever heard. Put me right to sleep every night.
She's so sweet.
10 forward is usually for grown-ups.
I know that. I didn't want to go, but Isabella wanted to see it.
If Isabella is making you do things you know are wrong,
Then that is kind of a problem.
from now on, I want you to ask a grown-up before you go to any place that's off limits. Clara, please tell me what Isabella said.
You better leave us alone.
She said, frig you, Troy. All right, what does this evil child even want?
They're not mean. They're just more serious than we are.
Sometimes I wish they would just go away.
You do?
Like,
Let's go back to engineering.
We're not allowed to go there.
I thought we were best friends.
We
hate this
are.
kid.
Then why won't you play with me?
I know it's not really a kid, but
I came to ask if you'd like to go to a ceramics class.
Can Isabella come too?
No. Let's do something with Isabella another day.
good call, Troy. Suck it, ball of light child. Oh, frick. Commercial break.
As we move deeper into the nebula, sensors indicate that the levels of helium and trionium are continuing to rise.
Is it something that the shields can't handle?
No, sir, we are well within tolerance levels.
It's already inside the ship.
The drag coefficient is still present, but it has stabilized.
Bridge to Commander Riker. Check with Mr. LaForge. See if he found anything in the matter sample from the nebula.
How is the ball of light doing this, though?
Alexander, I thought you might like a
Oh,
partner.
yeah. They should be friends.
Clara, meet Alexander Rozhenko.
I'm making a cup for my father. Want to help?
I like that kid.
I've never made a cup before. How do you make the round part? Well, it's easy. You take a big piece of clay like this, push your hand into it.
Maybe someday they'll fall in love.
Illuminate any strands within 2,000 kilometers of the ship.
Proceed.
Initiating field generation.
Whoa.
It is an irregular lattice composed of approximately 47 million strands of energy.
Is it safe? They're gonna get caught. It's like a spider's web.
Hot chocolate.
That means she's stressed. Or maybe just wants to reward herself.
I need my appointment scheduled for next week.
Is it the kid?
Frowning tigers aren't so scary. I saw one once. You did? My father took me to the zoo on Britalia.
Worf took him to the zoo? I love that. Oh, she's pissed.
Clara, there's no such thing as invisible people. You're lying. Hey!
Well, she did do that. Someone should be with this kid. They're just kind of dropping her off wherever.
Clara,
Get out of here.
Why'd you do that to my friend?
because you ran away from me, you left me alone. I had to do everything by myself.
And now I'm going to kill you.
I liked you, but now I don't care.
Maybe she is.
You can die along with everyone else.
What the frick? Tell someone.
Forward velocity is down by 0.6%.
More than that now.
The density appears to be lower off the starboard bow.
Ensign, bring us to a bearing 030 Mach 5.
Forward velocity holding.
Steady as she goes.
Is something wrong with the cake?
Excuse me?
Well, I see you sitting here with a piece of untouched chocolate cake in front of you.
Very unlike her.
I'm wondering if I'm doing the right thing. Well, I know the best thing to do is to gradually wean her away from her fantasy. And she did make some new friends today and had a good time.
No, that's not what happened.
I'm not sure about that. I was just telling Clara about my imaginary friend.
You have an imaginary friend.
Like, still?
You still talk to it?
Oh, yeah. I just don't think you should have to give up an imaginary friend.
Ensign Sutter to Counselor Troy.
Go ahead, Ensign. I'm on my way.
She won't even go into her room. She's terrified that Isabella's going to hurt her.
Tell her what she said, that everybody's gonna die when they come.
Your father tells me that Isabella has been saying some very bad things to you. What did she say?
She said they're going to come and kill everyone.
Okay, good. She told her.
But she's not imaginary anymore. She's real now. I can see her.
You can see her.
Yes,
This poor kid.
Will you go into your room?
I think so.
We'll make sure Isabella isn't anywhere around, okay?
But she can appear.
Do you see anybody? Let's look under the bed. Is she there?
I wonder if she'll appear in front of Troy.
Maybe Isabella's gone home. Let's see. Anything here?
She has her own bathroom. And then
Anybody
Isabella
in
just
here?
smacks her in the head.
Looks pretty empty to me.
Yep. She literally did zap Troy. That kid is creepy. Commercial break.
She was 11, maybe 12.
And real.
Her bioelectrical processes were severely disrupted. It's as if the energy was pulled right out of her body.
Yikes. Zapped her.
Has told me that her imaginary friend has been making threats. She claimed that others were on the way and that they had plans to kill everyone on the ship.
Okay. Now it's serious.
Lieutenant, we've established the presence of what appears to be an alien entity on board. It seems the entity has manifested itself in the form of a 12-year-old.
Oh, Worf's seen her.
2 days ago, near engineering, she was with Miss Sutter.
Security alert, Mr. Worf. Keep a good lookout.
Aye, sir.
Worf knows what she looks like.
Did she say when the others were coming? All right, thanks, sweetie. You go back to bed now. We'll handle this.
But Daddy,
Clara.
She shouldn't be alone.
Report.
Our speed is down by 22%.
That brig. And they can't put the shields up, right?
Something is moving toward us. Bearing 103, Mark 024.
On screen.
Balls of light. Balls of light.
It is in direct physical contact with our shields.
Shield strength dropping to 75%, 72%.
They had the shields up. I feel like they should just always have their shields up. I guess they can't beam then.
We've got about 8 minutes before this thing drains our shields.
Any ideas?
Are they looking for Isabella now?
We know you've been on this ship for some time now, and that you're posing as Clara's friend, and that you've been threatening her.
And you're not really her friend.
You're obviously an intelligent being. There's no reason to hide from us. Talk to us.
Come on. Zapper.
I came here to determine whether you were a threat to us and to examine the purity of your energy sources.
Is that why you're draining our shields?
Yes,
This kid's pretty good at delivering all this science jargon.
the way you treat Clara.
In what way have we mistreated her?
You wouldn't let her do what she wanted to or go where she wanted to.
But she's a child.
All we knew was that a little girl's imaginary friend was frightening her, threatening her.
That was only after you told Clara not to be my friend.
Can he fix this?
When our children are young, they don't understand what might be dangerous. Our rules keep them from harm.
He's gonna solve this. Protect the young.
if you still want to be my best friend, I'd like that very much.
Yeah, but this kid can't stay on the ship. Get out of here, ball of light. No, balls of light appearing on the ship are never a good thing.
Inform all sections we'll be leaving this area in 1 hour. Sir?
Why are we staying?
I want you to drive the warp engines to full power and direct an energy beam out into the nebula.
Aye, sir.
For what? Just to give them energy?
I never had a friend before.
Sorry I have to go away.
Do you think you'll ever come back?
I hope so.
So do I.
All right, she made friends with the creepy ball of light child. Okay, that was season 5, episode 22, and that is surprising to me that they put this episode here. It's such a, like, not to be dismissive, but it feels like a bit of a throwaway episode. I don't think we're ever gonna see this kid or her dad again. It's just so strange to me that like it feels like this season has really been building, and we've had some really, really strong episodes, and then they kind of put this sort of a throwaway episode here. It's just an odd choice to me. Not to say that it's a bad episode or anything, but it feels like it might have been a little better suited to be like in season 3 or something like that. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting an episode like this with like, we focused mainly on this kid. This is this kid's episode, this kid that we've never seen before, and I'm almost certain we're never gonna see her again. Maybe we will. And we stuck with her the whole time, and you know, we had a little bit going on the bridge and all that, but it was the secondary story. This was this child's episode, and I suppose that's the point of it. You're supposed to see the ship through a child's eyes, as Picard says in the end. It's kind of about how adults treat children, and also some things that kids go through that can be traumatic, and making friends and all that stuff. But yeah, it just feels a little odd to me at this point in season 5. I feel like towards the end of all the other seasons, it felt like we were sort of ramping up to things. Maybe not, though. Maybe I'm misremembering, but it just feels like we've been ramping up, and then this kind of takes a dip to it just feels less important than a lot of other episodes. So that's sort of where I'm at with it. We had another nefarious ball of light come onto the ship, and the child was certainly creepy. The bad imaginary friend was definitely creepy. That actress kid did a great job being like totally creepy, total blank face, no blinking, delivering monotone dialogue, not acting childlike at all, which is creepy when it's a child. So yeah, I mean, it was creepy. Maybe this episode would have felt more at home to me if it was near was it this season that we did like the creepier episodes in the morgue with Beverly and that kind of thing? Maybe just sort of a creepier tone would have had a better place near those episodes, maybe. I'm curious to know what you guys thought of it, if you really liked it, if you really didn't like it, if you think it's actually important and I should hold my tongue and wait to see like other things that come of it. But I will say I'm very excited for next week, because the next episode we're going to watch next week is called I, Borg, and we haven't seen the Borg since the big Borg incident, and every time something goes wrong and we don't know what it is, I'm like, maybe it's the Borg or the Romulans, really. So I'm very excited. If it is going to in fact be a Borg episode, I'm really excited. So we'll do those next week. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.